Good morning, everybody. So Saturday morning, I'm at a big community sale. Nobody's asking. My first score, I'll show you down there, that crusty Nintendo for 10 bucks. Actually, my first score was at the swap meet. That's a bag full of N64. But I just got this stuff right here. I paid 75, but the titles make it worth it. So you guys can see Contra, Realm. That was an unknown. I didn't know about that one. Mario Kart. He had a giant box full of his doubles or whatever. Well, it had some doubles, but it was cool because he let me look through it. So 75, that was a good deal. And then the one in the case is Mario Sunshine, so I'm happy with that. So yeah, we're gonna keep going, see if I find anything else. This is true, they don't ask the right questions. That's why at 10 o'clock, still finding stuff. Pretty good stuff too. There's a bunch of Game Boy Advance games, nothing crazy right there. But 10 bucks, and the DS Lite is in there, and it's a black and silver one you don't see all the time, so pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. There's like 3 more sales ahead of me, so the sale is over there. I don't know if you can see it. There's too many cars. It's only community sales give me anxiety. There's too many cars. All right, guys. So this is what I got right here for 40 bucks. This is all really good games for 40 bucks. That Budokai Tenkaichi 3. That's a harder one to find. Now they're all over the place. But yeah, really good. So I think that's it. It's 10:30 right now, and people are asking. Like, I got lucky right there. I don't think anybody was coming down this street, so sales right there. So yeah, if there's anything else that I find, I'll show you guys, but if not, I'll get home and get everything together and show you guys what I got.
Yeah.
Oh my god, guys, I thought today was over. It's 11 o'clock. I asked them if they have any video games, and the wife says, yeah, he said he has some. I think he said he had Chrono Trigger. All right, well, if I could check them out. And then the guy comes back over and he brings out a stack, and right on the top, complete in box. I asked him how much, because I wanted everything, and he didn't want to sell the PS1 games. He wasn't sure about that, but he only had one Super Nintendo game. He didn't even have a Super Nintendo. I asked him how much. 25 bucks. 25 bucks for a game that I've been looking for complete in the box for so long. And then right next door for 25 bucks, I got all those GameCube games. The best one in there being like Paper Mario. So yeah, today went from cool to epic. Oh my god, 25 bucks for a complete in box Chrono Trigger. I'm stoked. All right, I'm getting out of here now because I'm tired and I want to eat. So I will show you guys what I got. What's up, everybody? So all done with garage sales, and amazing. I found something that I've been looking for a long time. In the wild, I've seen it at least twice, maybe 3 times. Couldn't buy it. Pulled out all my tricks, couldn't buy it. This time it finally paid off. So what I'm going to show you guys is the garage sales from last weekend. I think I'm uploading this the next weekend because this week you guys will probably see this. It'll be on a Sunday, hopefully. This weekend I'm not really going to do too many sales because it was my son's birthday on the 3rd, so I'm taking him to Legoland on Saturday. So not really any stuff like that, but I'm going to show you the community sales where I got some amazing finds from last weekend, and then a couple other garage sales from a couple weekends ago, or 1 weekend ago I think, and then swap meet finds. And I went to a local trade event called SC3 and scored a crap ton of stuff, and then some GameStop stuff. So first, let's start out. It was Saturday morning, and I hit the swap meet. I knew there was a community sale going on, but I knew it wasn't really going to start. I don't know. It was early. We got up early, so I hit the swap meet. First game I grabbed, I thought I didn't have this one, but I got it for $1, so I don't really care. Wheel of Fortune, but I did have it, so I think this one might be better condition than mine, but it was $1, so whatever. Walk in, and one of the vendors stops me and tells me he's got something. Check it out, N64 bundle. insane price. I was like, no way, there's no way. I told him, I gave him a fair offer. I ended up paying 150 bucks, probably closer to retail, but he holds stuff for me now. So that's kind of like how you got to do things at the swap meet. You know, you get in good with a vendor. Make sure you're not totally getting screwed over, but this was a pretty good deal. So I got the N64. There was a few controllers, cables, everything. Really good condition. And then all these games. Banjo-Tooie, that's one of the best ones. Bomberman Hero, all pretty good games. Perfect Dark, and in good condition too. Rush, Super Smash Bros. Turok 2, and this is actually a gray variant. That doesn't really matter. I mean, it doesn't really change the value of it, but I didn't have it, so. Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, Star Wars Racer, and Star Wars Rogue Squadron. So not an amazing deal, but the rest of the day paid off. So that's how I started out my day in the swap meet. Get to the garage sales, and there was nothing. I kept running into sales where it was like, oh, well, we have stuff, but I don't know if we want to sell it, or the person who owned it wasn't there. There was a few numbers I left, few numbers I got. You know, none of it really paid off. Nobody called. Like always, it happens. I think one that I was most disappointed about was a Nintendo bundle with a bunch of games, but her husband wasn't home, so she never ended up calling, and I didn't get her number, so it is what it is. But you know, that's fine. So it started getting a little later as far as garage sale would go. I think it was like a little past 8, almost 9. Still hadn't really found anything. Then I hit my first like little score. It was a Nintendo. I don't have it with me right here. It's in the other room. Just Nintendo console only, 10 bucks. It was kind of crusty looking. I cleaned it up, but it was, you know, it was good. So then it sort of snowballed from there. I believe this was the next find. There might have been a couple random little finds, but this was the next notable find. I got, I think it's in here actually. And I'm going to keep this DSi, or DS Lite. DS Lite, and this is the Guitar Hero version. It's all there. I think it even came with a charger. Pretty cool. There's a, let's see, do I have any games in here? Yes. These 3 games were loose. We got New Super Mario Bros., Fantasy Aquarium, and Code Lyoko. I don't know what the heck that is. Those ones. And then there was these Game Boy Advance games. X-Men, the official game. The Ant Bully. Kong. Monster Force. And Hot Wheels. 2 Hot Wheels games in one. And then these games were all complete. We got Pokemon Black. Plants vs. Zombies, which I'm stoked to get this one because my kid wanted it. Mario Kart DS. Captain America Super Soldier. Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. Tron Evolution, and I believe this was the only one that he couldn't find. He said he let one of his friends borrow it. Bakugan Battle Brawlers. All of that for 10 bucks. Amazing deal. I got this for $1. White PS2 controller. Pretty hard to find. I think this. No, that came with that. Okay. I think this was next. There might have been a littler finds here and there, but this was the next one that kind of just made the day even better. Walk up, and this game was sitting on the table, and I asked them if they had any more. She said, I don't know, they're my son's. He's on his way back. So he got there. They wanted 10 bucks for this at first, but I was like, no, not 10 bucks. So I set it down. So I asked him, and he's like, yeah, hold on, let me grab my doubles. But he brought out all of his games, and he had a bunch of games. So for 75 bucks, I got all these games I'm about to show you. And this one I'm excited because I didn't have it, and it's a little more pricier. Not super expensive. It's like $30 to $40, but still, I didn't have it. We got Realm, so that one is going in the collection. We got Contra 3, Donkey Kong Country, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Mario Kart 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and for the 75 he threw in this game that was on the table. So really good deal, I think, for 75 bucks. There's some quality games in there, so happy with that. Alright, this one is next. I went to this sale, and this one was kind of weird. I asked this guy if he had any video games, and he said no, nothing. And I went down the list, I said everything, and as I'm walking away, he's like, well, I have GameCube. And I know I said GameCube to him. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll check them out. I'm interested in GameCube. And he's like, I also have Xbox, and I think that's all he said. He's like, I also have Xbox. And I was like, all right, man, bring out whatever you're willing to sell. So he brings out his whole stack of GameCube. So what'd I pay? I think I got these for 25 bucks total. Everything for 25 bucks. So we got 007 Nightfire, and a few of these I didn't have, so I'm stoked. Metroid Prime Echoes, Madden 06, NBA Live 06, NBA Street, Metroid Prime, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2, WrestleMania, I believe I didn't have that one, Wolverine's Revenge, Need for Speed Underground, which I think mine is yellow, so now I'm going to upgrade to the black label. Gun, X-Men Legends, and X-Men Legends 2, and Mario Golf, and then the best one, Paper Mario. And then also one Xbox game, or Xbox 360, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. So I go set those in the car, and there was another sale right next door. So I walk over there and I ask them, "You guys have any video games?" And the lady turns to me and she says, "Yeah, my husband has some. I believe he has Chrono Trigger." She's like, "I'm not sure." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, is he here right now?" She's like, "Oh, he's walking up right now." So I asked him. And he's like, "Yeah, I have the games. Somebody else asked me about them, but I'm not sure if I want to sell them." And he was like, "But, I have them, yeah." And she's like, "Well, you don't want them. You might as well sell them." So he was like, "Yeah, I'll go grab them. You can take a look at them." So he brings them out, and Chrono Trigger right here in the box, and it's complete. So he brings them out. This was on top. Bunch of PS1 games. Lunar was like the best one, and then he had other RPGs. So we got to talk. I asked him how much for all of it, and he was like, "Well, I don't know. I haven't really looked into it." He's like, "I don't know if I want to sell them." And then he said, then I changed it up and I said, "How about for just these top two?" I tried to get this one and Lunar, and he's like, "Yeah, I mean, maybe, I don't know." And I was like, "How about this? You seem more attached to the PS1 games," because he wasn't really interested in selling the PS1 games. He kept saying that he'd probably sell this one. So I was like, "How about for just this one?" So he pulls it out and he shows it to me, and he's like, "Yeah, this is the only one I have. I don't have a Super Nintendo anymore. I like, he's like, I play my PS1 games, but this one just sits." And I was like, "Well, how much do you want for it?" And he's like, 25 bucks. So immediately got the cash, gave it to him. This isn't going anywhere. Again, like with any other rare game I get or whatever, it's going right in the collection. I've been looking for this game in the box forever, and it's just been climbing in price, crazy prices. So it's really cool to like find it in the wild and get this stuff for my collection, because this one, I was really attached to my copy, but I really wanted it in the box. So I'm really stoked to find it in the box. I mean, this stuff is still out there. You guys can find this. You just got to go and hunt, take the time. And yard sales, swap meets are the best places. You get them for dirt cheap, I mean, you don't have to pay those high prices. So super stoked to get this and put this in the collection. And it's really clean too, like really clean. The edges of the box were a little worn, but I touched it up a little bit. But I'm stoked. It's going right up here on the shelf. I'm going to rearrange all this stuff. I know you guys want a room tour soon, but I'm going through the process of rearranging the shelves and kind of shifting everything over a little bit because the NES shelf is full. I need more room. And I'm about to show you guys a whole bunch of NES games that I got. I'm getting closer to completing the set, so I'm trying to move things over more and make this more of like NES. So I'm going to move these down and use those top shelves and then move the Super Nintendo box over. And, you know, it's a process, so I'm getting there. Alright, this was the last sale of the day, and I wasn't really expecting much after that, you know, huge score that I got, but I walk up and I ask this guy if he had any video games, and he's like, well, yeah, we have Wii games. So he pulls them out, and like every game except one in here was good. I've never seen a Wii lot that had all these good games. I paid $40 for this, so, and he had some GameCube stuff, but this was it. He had the controller, clean controller, and a memory card, and then all these Wii games. This was the only crappy one, Wii Fit Plus. So, I mean, GameStop takes it as a trade, so I might as well just trade it in. Then we got Worms, A Space Oddity, Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles, WarioWare Smooth Moves. There's only one copy that was complete of Smash Bros. Brawl, but I got both of them. You know, empty cases are always good. Zelda Twilight Princess, Zelda Skyward Sword, missing the CD, but no big deal. And then this one, the best one, you know, this one's pretty high up there. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. So pretty stoked to have that one. Actually, quite a few of these are going in the collection, so happy about that. $40 on that one. Show you guys some more garage sale stuff. I believe this is garage sale. The rest is not. Okay, there was this one right here. This was from not last weekend, but the weekend before. I got these for $30, I believe. Tekken Hybrid Limited Edition for the PS3. Both of them are sealed, so pretty cool. I mean, they're not super expensive, but I'm gonna keep one and probably sell one or trade one to my buddy who collects sealed stuff. Got this for $1. I didn't have that one. These were $5. Daxter and NFL Street 2. These ones came in a bundle. Now this one was cool because like the previous year I'd bought from this guy before. I got an N64 and some GameCube games and a TurboGrafx, and this was the rest of the stuff. So all the GameCube games that were left, we got Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, Turok Evolution. These are all pretty clean too. 007, I didn't have this one, and Metroid Prime. And then a lot of the stuff that was in here, I used it to trade for a bunch of these NES games. Well, a couple of these NES games that I think some of these, or I traded it for some of this stuff that I got. But the only thing it's missing is a couple of the NES Game Boy Advance games and the GBA SP. But this one right here, this one really stoked to grab. Double Dragon, pretty hard one to find. And then we've got Metroid, Castlevania, and I didn't have any of these. Dr. Mario, Excite Bike, the Smurfs Nightmare, Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario Advance, Paperboy Rampage, Super Mario 3, Earthworm Jim, Turtles, Finding Nemo, Pirates of the Caribbean, Konami Collector Series Arcade Advanced, and Spider-Man. And then the other ones I had was like Metroid Zero Mission, and then 3 of those NES classic ones, like 2 Zelda and Mario Bros. Was that it? That was it for garage sale stuff. So now let's get to some swap meet stuff. Okay, so this stuff was immediately after the first garage sale stuff that I showed you guys, you know, the Chrono Trigger. That was on Saturday. This was Sunday. So first one I get, I asked a regular guy who has games if he had anything, and he said, yeah, come over to me in 5 minutes and I'll show you what I got. So for 60 bucks, I got 4 NES games. You're gonna think 60 bucks, that's a lot, but there's a good game in here. We got Genghis Khan, Ghoul School, which is a really cool one I didn't have for a while, but I found it at a garage sale. Tecmo Bowl, and super stoked about this one because I didn't have it, and this one is like 100 bucks now, or close to it. Label's a little wonky, but still. Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. So happy to pay 60 bucks for that lot. Next, I'm walking around and these are just sitting on the bed of a truck. So I asked them how much. I got them for 70 bucks, I believe, 70 or 80 bucks. I mean, not the greatest price, but again, you know, swap meet vendors are a little more pricier than garage sales. Got Donkey Kong Country 2, but these are all super clean. Vegas Stakes, Top Gear 2, Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong Country 3, and Super Mario All-Stars Super Mario World, which is actually a little tough to find, so not too bad. It was a good deal. This one was next. So again, was just sitting out for 20 bucks. I got Star Fox in the box. No manual, but I'm pretty sure I have a manual for it. And then last but not least, for 5 bucks, MLB 2K13. This one is actually pretty valuable, so grab that one. I think this was on a Tuesday. These were all from a Tuesday. We got Killer 7. So that one was cool because mine didn't have the manual, this one does. So that I got it for 5 bucks. Mario Bros on the Atari. Got this Big Nose, which I did not have. Slalom. And what was that it? I think that was it. Oh, and then these ones right here. Slalom. And then this VHS, Banjo-Kazooie VHS for 15 bucks. So I got those. These ones are freaking insane. Could not believe I found this stuff. These all came from the same vendor. I paid $22 for this whole stack. So first off, I'd found this. Just box and manual for Wonder Boy and Monster World. Sucks that it wasn't in there, but still, found that. And then he had this one, Metal Slug X. This is again just case and manual. So he brings out, you know, he keeps bringing out bins, and there's different discs and stuff, and I'm trying to find the games for these two. Well, one more bin comes out, and I stumble across this, sitting right on the top for the Neo Geo AES. I've never found a Neo Geo game. Baseball Stars Professional, and this is complete, like in really good condition. So probably just gonna end up keeping it because I've never seen Neo Geo games before, or trading it. You know, if I could trade it for NES games, that would be really cool. And at the bottom of the same bin was X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and this is complete. It was actually in there, so that was a score for $22 for all that stuff. Amazing deal. And I had this disc only, so super stoked to get that one complete. This stuff, also from the swap meet. I think this is the last bit that was from the swap meet. We got Metabots, Guilty Gear X, Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Battle Assault, and Sword of Mana. Snowboard Kids. I think I paid 20 bucks for all that stuff, 20, 25. And then we got these ones. Paid 15 bucks total for all these. The Battle of Olympus, Batman, Mega Man 3. This video is going forever long. Yep. Friday the 13th, but you guys will probably like that. Ghosts and Goblins. This game, okay, that was it for Swap Meet. This game right here came from the same lady that I got that big Mega Super Nintendo score for 20 bucks. Lost Vikings 2. So I didn't have that one. Stoked to get that one in the collection. I'll end it with the GameStop stuff. This stuff came from SC3. I'll try to go through this quick. I got all these NES games. First I'll show these two rare ones. These came from a trade from my buddy Oscar. We got NCAA 2K3 College Basketball for the GameCube. Probably one of the hardest to find GameCube games. And then Tengen Tetris. So those are from a trade. And then I bought the rest of these ones. We've got Rally Bike, Fisher Price, I Can Remember, Tiny Toons 2, Darkman, Archon, Touchdown Fever, Athletic World, Rocketeer, Dungeon Magic, Dragon's Lair, The Addams Family, Family Feud, The Blue Marlin, and Cyberball. Gonna run through these real quick. Burai Fighter and F-15 Strike Eagle. F-117A Stealth Fighter and Videomation. Alright, last but very much not least is GameStop stuff. So this one was actually in store. I got it for 20 bucks because I used like a $15 off. So StarCraft 64, really good on that one. And then this stuff came from online. First I'll show these two. These two came together. We got Futurama and Teen Titans. Futurama came case and game. Teen Titans came disc only. These are some of the harder to find Xbox titles, so I'm gonna hang on to Teen Titans. You know, maybe I'll find a case one day. But those are pretty cheap. They're like 20 bucks. I think with taking money off, it was really cheap. Now this one was kind of a horror story. I get this game, and as you can see, Kirby's Dream Land 3. It's got the damage right here, the damage on the label. Not a big deal. The game is legit. I open it up. It is full of cockroaches. Full of cockroaches. And the game didn't work. So I went through, I cleaned the crap out of it because this is a hard to find game. And I got it for a really great deal. So cleaned the crap out of it, got all the crap out, polished the pins, and it ended up working. So, I mean, kind of a horror story coming from GameStop, but I kept it because it's a harder to find game. And it doesn't usually pop up on their site. So, not a bad deal. That is everything. I'm gonna try to end this right now. That's all I got for you guys for this one. I still got, I'm still gonna do hunting next week, so you guys, there'll be another video. I'm trying slowly getting back to up every week, so bear with me. But yeah, I'm still out hunting. I'm still, grinding and finding as much stuff as I can. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys for this one. This Sunday I'm going to be at Pixel Vault. I don't know if you guys are going to see this video in time. But yeah, going to Pixel Vault. They're having a trade event May 7th. So yeah, I'll see you guys all there. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. So thumbs up the video, comment, and thanks for watching. See you guys next time.